Dear students, today we can learn about one drug, Helonius diaucia. Helonius, its common name is unicorn plant or blazing star, and it belongs to the family Melanthaceae, and it is proved by Tully, and it's mainly a women's remedy. You have learned so many women's remedy or ladies remedy like Sepia, Colophyllum, Helonis, Pulsatilla, Lachesis, etc. Here also Helonis is an important remedy for ailments of females, and its action is especially upon the uterus, and it is considered as an uterine tonic. And its sphere of actions are: first one is female sexual organs, then urinary organs and mind. And coming up to the etiology, the main etiological factor is that it is a bad effects for after abortions and miscarriage. For that also you have learned so many remedies like Colophyllum, Calicarp, Sepia, Secalicore, etc. Like these remedies, this Helonius is also indicator for bad effects of abortions and miscarriage. Then again, it is indicated for complaints occurring after hard work, both physical and mental. Here the physical overexertion resulting in prolapse of uteri. So hard work, for bad effects of hard work and for bad effects of abortions and miscarriages, Helonius is indicated. Then coming to the guiding symptoms, there is tendency to prolapse and other malposition of womb. Womb means uterus. It is a remedy for the prolapse and for malpositions of uterus. You have studied so many remedies for prolapses like Sepia, Murex, Lilientic, Natroncarp, Belladonna, Agaricus, etc. etc. Like these remedies, Helonius is also an important remedy for uterine prolapse. Here the prolapse occurs due to hard work and due to the relaxation of uterine ligaments. And next, the guiding symptom is that consciousness of womb. Very much conscious about the uteri. Third guiding symptom is that the patient is better when occupied or kept busy. That is when not thinking of the ailments. So the patient is better when occupied or when not thinking of the ailments like oxalic acid, calcareophos, etc. The patient is better when occupied. The opposite symptom is seen in camphor. Next, again it is a remedy for pruritus vulvae. Pruritus vulvae means itching of the vulval parts. So Helonius is again an important remedy for pruritus vulvae. Then great intolerance of contradiction. Mentally, patient cannot tolerate any contradiction. Next guiding symptom is upon the urinary system, that is, it is a remedy for urine having albumin, phosphate, and again remedy for diabetes, especially for the first stage. Also nephritis of pregnancy, it is indicated. These are the guiding symptoms. That is, first of all, it is an important remedy for uterine prolapses and various malpositions of the womb, and also with consciousness of the womb. Then patient is better when not thinking of the ailments. Again, for pruritus vulvae, and patient cannot tolerate any contradictions. Again, indicated for first stage of diabetes with urine having numerous albumin and phosphate. Then coming up with the female symptoms. The female symptoms are very much important. You can expect questions for your university exams also. Coming upon female symptom, there is sensation of weakness or dragging and weight in the sacrum and pelvis with great languor and prostration. You have learned these symptoms in uterine prolapse when you studied the gynecological portions of uterine prolapse. So there is sensation of weakness, dragging and weight in sacrum and pelvis, showing the prolapse of uteri. Next symptom, in woman with having prolapse from atony of uterus, and patient is worn out with hard work especially mental or physical. Then muscles burn and ache, so tired and cannot sleep. So it is a remedy for uterine prolapse. Then regarding menses, it is too early, profuse, flow is passive, dark, clotted, offensive. From uterine atony in women, enfeebled by loss of blood, when patient loses more blood than it is made in intermenstrual period. You know that during prolapse of uteri, there may occur ulcers in cervix. So, while menses, there is increased flow of blood than in intermenstrual period. Here also that occurs. That is, menses is very much profuse, flow is passive, dark, clotted, and this flow is much more larger in quantity than that is made in intermenstrual period. Then associated symptom during menses is that the breast is swollen with nipples painful and tender. Again, there are other symptoms, that is sensation of soreness and heaviness in pelvis, unconscious sensation of womb, feels it move when she moves, and it is so tender and so there is laxity of the ligaments of uterus. So whenever the patient move, the uterus also moves. So she is very much conscious of his womb. Again, the cervix has ulcers with offensive dark discharges and which is aggravated by least exertion. Again, for the bad effects of abortions and miscarriages, here the bad effect is exhibited as backache. So backache after abortions and miscarriages. The similar symptom you have noticed in Kali carb also. Again, it is a remedy for pruritus vulvae. There is intense irritation of external labia, which are red, hot, puffed with intense itching and burning. These are the female symptoms, very, very important. Then coming to the urinary system, it is a remedy for diabetes, especially first stages. Urine is profuse, clear, saccharine, lips dry, stick together, great thirst, restlessness, emaciation, irritable and melancholy. So, Halonius is a remedy that can be considered for the first stage of diabetes. And again, for albuminuria, acute or chronic, during pregnancy with great weakness, languor, drowsiness and tired. It is a remedy for nephritis of pregnancy. So, during pregnancy, albuminuria occur with great weakness. So, urinary system Halonius has mainly two indications. First is for the first stage of diabetes mellitus and for nephritis of pregnancy with numerous albumin and phosphate. Then coming up with the mind, patient is better when occupied, that is when not thinking of the ailment. Patient feels better when occupied, that is when not thinking of the ailments, as in calcareous oxalic acid. Whereas the opposite symptom, that is seen in camphor. Again, restless, must be continually moving about, like Rustox wants to move continually. Asal, even though patient is very much weak, wants to move continually. Here also patient is very much restless and must be continually wants to move. Next point is irritable, fault finding, cannot endure least contradiction or receive least suggestion. Patient cannot tolerate any contradictions here. Again, patient is have profound melancholy with deep mental depression. These are the points coming under mind. So, patient feels better when occupied, that is when not thinking of the ailments, and patient is very much restless and cannot tolerate any contradiction and mentally very much depressed. And then coming to modalities, patient is better when doing something, that is when not thinking of the ailments, patient feels better. Again, it is worse by motion, touch, menses and contradiction. Then these are the symptoms of Halonius. The female symptoms you have to remember, especially the prolapse consciousness of womb, and these are occurring due to all heavy work, due to atonicity of the uteri, the prolapse occur, and menses, pruritus valvae. These all symptoms you have to remember. Then the peculiar mental symptoms, that is patient feels better when occupied, when not thinking of the ailment, etc., etc. Then comparison, for comparison you are studied sepia. Sepia is having this prolapse uteri, but there the mental symptoms are very much important, the indifference, etc. And during prolapse, sepia patient has to sit up with crossing of legs in order to prevent the prolapse. This similar symptom is again found in murex. The difference of sepia and murex is that sepia has the mental symptoms very much, that is indifference with absence of sexual desire is seen in sepia, whereas in case of murex with increased desire. Here in murex the prolapse of uteri is prevented by sitting and crossing the legs. Then coming to Lilium tick patient has uterine prolapse. Here the patient want to prevent the prolapse by supporting the vulva with hand. Again you have noticed the uterine prolapse in case of belladonna. In belladonna, this prolapse is more pronounced during morning hours and is better by standing or sitting erect. Again, in natrum garb, prolapse is aggravated by sitting and is ameliorated by moving. Next, in agaricus, usually seen in post-climacteric period. Prolapse is seen in post-climacteric period. These are the symptoms you have to remember. This is all about Halonius. If you have any doubts, can ask through my personal number, WhatsApp number. Thank you.